First
Marcus.
off, thanks for inviting us
Oh,
in your home.
You're very welcome.
And I would say before we start the interview, would you mind announcing one of your videos?
Okay, well, this one goes out to all the witches out there who might be viewing tonight. The song is called Matthew Hopkins, Witchfinder General.
I am Matthew Hopkins, Witchfinder.
I'd say that 1996 was a very quiet year for Cathedral compared to the 2 or 3 years before. Would you agree to say so, Lee?
Well, actually, I think 96 has been a very busy year. I mean, we've done a lot of touring this year. We started off in Japan in March, and then we went to Australia from there. And then from there we came home for about 4 days and went to America for a month. And we had about 2 weeks off. And we had 1 week to write an album, rehearse an album. Went into the studio, recorded the album. And then had about 2 weeks off after that, went to Colombia. And we've been back a few weeks. And I guess since then we've just been doing loads of promotional stuff and press and stuff. So it's been quite a busy year. I think last year was busy as well, but the year before that, say like 94, was kind of a quiet period because we had a few problems with our record label in America, Columbia, and a few lineup changes, which made it kind of difficult for us to do much stuff. So when we actually got the lineup we have together now, early last year, we made a conscious effort to keep ourselves really busy, and we recorded 2 albums in 1 year and an EP as well. So I think we've been pretty busy this year, actually.
Right, that's what I was referring to. I mean, quite in a sense of having no lineup changes, having no label hassles. So it went pretty straight from one record to another. It didn't take you 2.5 years to record another album, but just 1 year. So this was actually a quite comfortable situation that the band didn't experience like that before, probably.
Oh, very much so, yeah. I mean, that was like a pretty bleak period we went through about 2 years ago. We didn't know. It was only like myself and Gary that were still in the band for one time for about 4 or 5 months, and we didn't know if we were allowed to continue for record company problems and various other things. So when we did actually get like the lineup we have together now, we were just so determined to try and catch up with some lost time maybe, and go for it. You know?
Hello, Viva.
Some spirit before you walk into the studio and record a new record?
It's very chaotic sometimes. I mean, because this album, like I say, we toured for virtually 3 months, and all during that tour we knew we had to record an album virtually when we got back. I think we had like a 4 or 5 day rehearsal in Liverpool in January, and that was just to try and get the backbone of the songs together. So we had a few kind of ideas then, but not really finished songs or anything. And when we got back from America, we had like a week off, and then we went to a house in Yorkshire and rehearsed solidly for a week. And I think within that week there was about 2.5 hours worth of music written in 1 week. And I just listened constantly to the music at home on like rehearsal tapes and stuff, and had to like fit lyrics to the songs in my own mind without actually being able to rehearse them very well at all. So I had like about 10 days at home to do that, and went straight into the studio and basically did them for the first time in the studio. So it was a very much again a spontaneous thing, but I think under pressure we do manage to be able to pull it off, and able to work pretty easily under the circumstances we had, you know. That's just the way we are now. It's just whatever comes out at the time is what we do, really. We didn't make a conscious effort to really not have catchy, snappy songs. I think this album's a bit more moody and a bit more very much a lot more spontaneous and a lot more, probably not so instant than the last one, but it's just the way it came out under the circumstances we were under. So we're very pleased with it. I mean, I think it takes probably a few more plays to get into this one than the Carnival, but I think once you do get into it, I think the songs are probably a lot more stronger, personally. Hello again, here we are in our favourite comic sci-fi store in Coventry, Forbidden Planet. I'd like to introduce a song from a great band from Wales.
Acrimony.
The song is called Space Cat Number 6.
Stuart and the boys.
a lot of the ideas probably been in my head for like a year or so, but they only came together right at the last minute. So all the subjects are pretty much the same as they've always been with Cathedral, except I think this time there's been a bit more of maybe a science fiction kind of angle to the whole thing. They still deal with the same kind of outlooks and inner questions of existence and inner anxieties, inner happiness and stuff, but they're all done in a more supernatural way this time. The last album was had a bit more of a religious kind of overtones to it, and this one is more science fiction. Like I say, that's just basically stems from the actual vision of the artwork I first have. The lyrical content is always kind of along the same lines, but we just use a different kind of metaphorical approach to it this time. I think there's too many bands like saying, oh yeah, you're messed up, you've got to change, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And I don't consider myself to be an exactly perfect person, so I don't want to preach my opinions to anybody else. I just like them to be not so obvious in a way that they're very personal and deep subjects usually portrayed in the lyrics, but I don't want to give them away that easily, you know. I like there to be a bit more of a mystery to it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. Great tour from Cathedral, you see, in Coventry. Good city and everything. Nice people, nice pub. And just want to say, we're looking forward to coming on tour whenever we come, which is November, with My Dying Bride. Hope everybody was going to come up and see us, turn out and see us. And here's a video we did about, 3 years ago. It's Midnight Mountain. I'm just going to say bye to everyone, and individually I will pass you on, and everybody will say bye.
Cheers, Viva brewers, breweries, pubs, and all you guys out there. Prost.
Indeed. Goodbye and keep smoking.
Okay. See you in November. Schnitzel.